We're gonna hop right into it. That's good with you?
Okay. Yes.
All right. So right out the gate, Jourdin Pauline. Is that your real name?
Yes, that is my real name.
I mean, now when names sound too good and they have a ring to them, I question it.
Nah, it's a real name. I've been branding it my whole life, I feel like.
Nice, nice. I mean, it's like the Kendrick Lamar's, the Kanye West out there. It kind of get you used to, like, that type of vibe. So
Nice. I know. Let me tell you guys, she's so pretty. If you check out her Instagram page, sis serves the look, the hair, the makeup, everything. She's the girl's girl, clearly. I want to ask you, are you from LA? If you are, what part?
I'm originally from Georgetown, Guyana, and I came to LA when I was 6.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, babe.
dope hype right now.
Yeah, that's my opinion. Because I always say, like, we don't have enough of us Guyanese women in.
You're Guyanese?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey.
Yes. We there. We don't have enough of us in music, in media, in radio, really representing. We see representation from, Jamaicans, Trinidadians, but there's not enough of us in the industry representing. So, yes, sis. We appreciate it.
Yeah, no, I'm here. I can't wait to put on. I can't wait to put on.
I didn't even know Guyanese was in LA, though.
So, like,
that was like 2.
What is it like in LA, like living in LA as a Guyanese descent? What is the food like?
See, that's really hard for me because, like, when I travel to New York and then I'm around my relatives that really cook and, like, really, like, clean and just have the desserts, the pastries, and you come to LA, I don't want to throw any Jamaican restaurants under the bus, but there's, like, little restaurants out here. That's just not it. It's just not it. And it's really so, like,
I understand.
I don't know.
I've tried.
Everybody thinks I'm saying Ghana or, like, I'm like, no, Guyana. Like, what?
Anytime you travel outside of, say, a New York or a Boston or, Florida, of course, Atlanta, if you say Guyana, people think you're talking about Ghana. Like, what part of Africa is that? No.
Like, no.
That's what's up, though. It's good to see us being represented. I'm very excited. I'm very happy. And I'm sure that there's a lot of Guyanese women, especially in our age group and stuff like that, because we don't see enough of us. It's refreshing to know that you're on the scene and doing great things and about to blow up for sure.
Thank you, Baba.
And I mean, going to the LA vibes, right? What's it right now? Like, what's the vibe out there with the Lakers being the champions, right? And the Dodgers too. What's the vibe in LA right now?
See, I'm not really an outside person. I feel like I'm under a rock. Because, like, I didn't even know the championships was on.
You ain't know the Lakers was the champions?
Okay, I knew the Lakers was the champions. Like, I knew this. Okay. But, like, the day of the game, I found out it was a championship. I was like, this is the last game? Like, where the hell I been? I didn't even know niggas was back in the stadium playing.
That was me, too.
Wow.
That's nice.
Found out everything the day of. I didn't know.
Wow. Wow. Well, I guess you're busy in the studio. That's what it is.
Literally.
I was listening to Spiral, right? In comparison to your other songs, you're giving more of that island, Caribbean, of course, Guyanese, we all know now, vibe. Mm-hmm. Do you see a lot of your music heading in that direction now, or you're just giving a little taste?
I'm giving a little taste. I feel like I'm very versatile. I have a lot of range, but I still keep the same cadence to myself. So it's like, even though I'm doing a different vibe, I'm not too far off of who I am. It's something for everyone with, like, all of my music together. I will consider myself to be like a trap pop artist with a dash of reggae. But I have to cater to the, the soca and dancehall because that's my culture. That's automatically, organically what I'm going to do. Even like when I do melodies, like, it just comes out. I like to consider myself to be a little mixture of all 3 of those. It's something for everybody, though, for sure.
Now, I mean, you really brought up that whole blend, right? And I ain't gonna lie, when I first saw you, I was expecting rap. Like, I was expecting bars. But you mixed it in. Like, Everyone thinks that, so I'm not the only one.
Yes. I'm like, what says rapper about me? Doesn't say rapper on my forehead. Do I scream rapper? I'm not a rapper. I don't even rap.
People just make the assumption now that, you see a really pretty girl doing like big things and got crazy numbers on social media, and she does music. Oh yeah, she's a rapper for sure. I think that's the mentality a lot of people have now. But it's refreshing to see you're bringing good music back, and you're bringing R&B, because there's not a lot of artists like, say, a Victoria Monet, where, I put you in that category with her because she knows how to do the pop and the R&B and just give that vibe. And I see you doing the same thing. So it's really good to see you ladies doing that and doing it well and bringing it back to, okay, let's give the vibes back. Let's give the girls.
Let's give the vibes back.
The girls need their music to get ready, to feel sexy, to feel like, okay, I'm a boss ass bitch. So,
I mean, you call yourself the pop princess, right? So right now, who do you consider the pop queen, and who are some of the princesses that you would say paved the way for you to even come up in this?
Ooh, automatically, I love Madonna just because she was like crazy and just was like lingerie on stage, like her work ethic. She didn't give up, all the no's, a lot of slaps in the face, but she just kept persevering, kept pushing through. I love Madonna for like that way she paid for a pop artist. Does it have to be necessarily today's artist or?
Nah. Just whoever paved the way.
I love Aaliyah, Britney Spears as an entertainer, even though Britney Spears is a white Janet Jackson. Janet Jackson's always number one for me. I love Janet.
Okay.
Yeah, I do. Rihanna, of course. Automatically she paved the way for girls like me. Fresh off the boat. Really, Rihanna.
Yeah.
Who else?
I appreciate that you're pulling references like a Madonna, like the original girls that were able to morph themselves as the music transcended throughout the years. So, I mean, that's a great way to model yourself.
I did my research. I love the girls that's out now, don't get me wrong, but I'm not inspired. I'm not moved by anybody that's out currently. Not to say anything, but it's just like where I get most of my inspiration from is like a Diana Ross. She's the original pop princess, queen, like superstar to me, because like her elegance that she gave off as a Black woman, so ahead of her time, just so graceful. The moves, the hairstyles, everything about her. Complete pop star, complete superstar. Prince isn't really a pop like girl star. I love Prince.
Yeah.
Just called Prince of Pop Girl.
He is, but he's like rock and he's everything. So.
He's the girliest man, and he got away with it. Like,
pretty much. But yeah, I mean that's pretty much. I would say them.
No, it's quite a range. I gotta bring it back to Spiral, because Spiral's been popping, like it's going crazy. I gotta say, makes me a little uncomfortable. Not because of the content, but because I realize how frugal I am. Like, I'm hearing all this money. I'm hearing money being thrown. I'm like, I'm not that guy. I'm doing a little like here and there, maybe a sprinkle, So what was the vibe for Spiral, and what was it like doing that video? Because that video was just crazy.
It's lit.
Oh my gosh. That video was so much fun. Like, that was one of my first big videos I've ever done. So I was really nervous. I had so many people on set, and I was just so nervous. Like, when I came out on the stripper pole, it was literally the cast, like the set, the crew behind was just like mad people, and I was just nervous. I almost fell in the stripper heels. I was like, this is not for me. But yeah, I got the point across. You try to talk to a baddie, you gotta throw the money in the Spiral. We all got dreams, and the video is pretty much showing that it's a bigger purpose. We use the money to buy a home and invest in some business, paint a picture.
So just as an artist, are you independent right now? Are you looking to sign? Like, because I know with a lot of artists now, the independent route is a lucrative route. So a lot of people, you know, still stay independent. So what's your plans for your artistry?
I'm currently independent. Everything I invest fully into my own career and you know, push me homegrown team, me and mama. Yeah, we pushing this, like, seriously. See, like, since I grew up in the industry, like, I have like different outlooks and perspectives on every like situation. Right. I could have signed a while ago, probably would have been on the shelf, became somebody else, not myself. You know, wouldn't have been able to grow as an artist, probably would have been depressed and on drugs. Some crazy shit. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, a lot of artists are just sitting and waiting to release.
Sitting and waiting. Can't do anything. Like, I know so many artists that sign huge situations and they're like, I want to get off this deal. Like, they're just not happy. Since I do want to become a superstar and since I am going on the superstar route, I've always thought that like those are the people that have deals.
Yeah.
I'm not like turning down. I would love to sign, but it just has to be the right terms. I know what I want. I build value for myself. You're not going to catch me on sale. You know, I just know I work over here. So that's like, I'm literally moving on God's timing.
Love it.
Everything is also how I'm growing is word of mouth, which is amazing because that's the best promotion. It's literally God. Honestly, it's just God moving. I'm like, wow, I can't believe this is happening. Like, yo, this is crazy. Like, day by day by day by day, it's like, yo, this is wow. Like, I can't, like,
nice
shit. I wouldn't even thought would happen. It's like happening. I'm like, wow, this is cool. So, you know, they're at the door for sure. They're like, yo, they looking.
They see, they're watching. Yeah, you just keep pushing, and whatever works for you works for you. Yeah, for sure.
Exactly.
Now, definitely got to shout out Margaret. Like, I go back with her from the days Canary Diamonds just rolling through New York. So shout out to the whole crew out there. But yo, I gotta ask, like, how is it having a momager, and on top of that, you know, with your content, etc. Are there ever fights where you like, yo, mom, I'm putting this out, like this is the look, you know? How does that all work for you?
Ever since I was a kid, I always knew what I wanted. You know, I had to prove myself to my mom and her team of people. Like, I just always knew I've always been a go-getter. Though she is my manager, I make sure, like, as an artist, people expect their manager and their team. They put so much pressure on their team and management. But as an artist, you have to work just as hard for things to work out. You know, it should be a relationship. It's 50-50. They do one part, you do one part. You make sure you do your job. But even though, like, she has all these connections, my mom was amazing, I'm still out here going to get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just me. So I make sure, like, I'm just piecing the puzzles together and making her job easy. She's like, oh shit, okay. You know, like, you know, I'm really taking no. I'm not taking no for an answer at all. Okay. That's what's not over here in our book. I'll be like, no. So you said no. All right, cool. This person gonna say it. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like that's how, like, it is. But I'm very grateful that I even grew up in this industry, seeing how shit played out. See that it's not overnight. See, you gotta work hard. Like, this is just, now I know this is what I really want to do. Like, it's not something I'm like, you know, I gotta do it by tomorrow, or I'm not, you know, like, this is something I'm all in with. So.
No doubt.
As far as writing goes, I mean, you're noted for having written songs that was featured on, say, America's Next Top Model. What is the writing process for you like? How long have you been doing it? Honestly, first and foremost, how long have you been writing?
My whole life. I started when I was 4 and professionally at 10.
Hold on,
when 4? I started. Yeah, I was writing at 4. You know, just my own stuff. Like, I literally still have the books to this day. I literally have like over 300 songbooks from my whole time span of life.
I got little girls at home. How did you even get the mindset to write? I mean, I knew you grew up in it, but like, what were you writing? Like, this crazy.
My mom used to manage this artist by the name of Erin Tompkins. I used to see her like voice memo a lot. And she would just like sing little stuff over her head. And I used to be like, oh, that's how you do it. So I ended up doing that. I've never been like the greatest at like school, but I could always write a song.
Wow.
Which is crazy. Like, literally. Like, I remember writing for Disney. And I was homeschooled my whole life too. And I would be like on my online class. And I was just having such a difficult time. And then I'll go to the studio and I'll go write them a whole song. And they're like, oh, I love it. And I'm just like, wow. was just something that I just enjoyed doing. And like, even though I couldn't like project it the right way, because like, you know, you have to like practice your vocals and stuff. And people back then were extra hard on vocals.
Yeah.
Like, like, yo, yeah. Like, I used to like write the songs for my mom's artist, and I was like singing it and demo it and stuff.
You had the writing down pat, right? And now you've worked with this crazy list of super producers. So you connected the two. So let's talk about some of the producers you're working with right now and how you got connected with some of them.
I'm working with Killabee. He just got most of Ariana Grande's latest album that just dropped. Killa was one of the first people that believed in me, like that gave me a chance. Like, let me just have her in the studio. Let me have her record her own song, you know. And then ever since then, I'll bring opportunities to table, bring opportunities to my table. Just always like that, you know. I make sure everybody eats around me. Like, shit, if I can't pay you $1, I'm gonna pay you opportunity.
Nice.
So like that was like always my motto. And now look at him, he lit. Ariana, Chris, Beyonce, like he's lit right now.
Wow.
So.
We gotta connect some dots right there. I wanted to stop and connect some dots. Cause I think didn't you write for Victorious?
Yeah, literally.
Don't stop.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Also, you mentioned Beyonce. You work with Alonzo Jackson. I mean,
he put together Destiny's Child.
Do you feel pressured? Okay.
Yo, hold on.
He was the hardest cookie I've ever worked with in my entire life.
Wow.
And he's the one that pretty much got me in Stu with Zendaya and Bella, and like had me firsthand with like all the Shake It Up and Ant Farm stuff as well. And that was crazy because I love Alonzo. He's one of the first persons as well that believed in me. It took a while. Wow. I'm very persistent. Like niggas, like I said, niggas will tell me no, and I'm not gonna take that for an answer and be like, okay, I'm gonna come back 4 days later and I'm gonna say the same shit.
You said 4 days. You got 4 days.
I ain't gonna give it a week. No, we gonna give 4 days. But
you were like working on Ant Farm and Victorious and writing and creating these songs for these shows. How old were you when you were doing this? Because they were big.
I was 10. Yes.
Wow.
Mind blown.
I was like 10. I stopped writing when I was 16. I'm 22 now.
Yeah.
So I still write. Like I'm still writing for artists like to this day.
So I mean, right now, do you have a preference for your own tracks right now where you just bring in another writer? Is that your preference right now?
It depends on like, cause sometimes like I could go in the studio and it just comes out full through. Like first, like if I like freestyle it, then I'll go like listen to the freestyle and write it out. Sometimes I have like writers come through, like maybe 3 writers, but I end up writing the whole song anyway. Cause everybody just like, oh wow, he's so hard. So I end up writing the whole shit anyway. I swear, I literally swear. The people I have around, they're really talented, amazing people. I make sure I have cause I'm not stingy with the songs. Like there's some people like, oh, it's my song, it's fully my song. Like I'm gonna write the whole thing. Like no. Like I'm open to amazing opportunities. Like no great person is doing this on their own. I don't care what anybody say. Even Taylor Swift had 1 million people in her sessions, even though she said she wrote the whole thing sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like it's no strong foundational superstar is doing it on their own. You need a team. You need
a team.
The energy to be right. You need everything to be together. So I give everybody like a fair chance, but it's just like it just comes out for me, and not to sound like cocky or weird, but it just comes out, and then like they'll be like, oh, she got it. So they just sit there and they be like in amazement, and then like
watch the magic.
Okay, yeah, that's it.
So you talk about collaborating with writers. I don't see too many collaborations with other artists. Is that intentional? Do you want to develop a little bit more before you start collaborating with other artists, or are you just kind of going with the flow right now?
I have a lot of features I've done and that I have in the works. Actually, a song with this little duo group today just dropped called R&D Official. I think I'm like number 7 on there. It's called Where's Love. That's out. I have a couple songs coming out with somebody special. Can't really say who right now. I have music with like artists, but I feel like I want to drop like stamp of who I am first, and then as soon as I drop my EP, I'm gonna have roll out some features with as an artist, maybe some remixes, and see how it go. I'm gonna give myself a fair chance. I feel like sometimes having 6 popular motherfuckers on the song drowns you out, and it's a cheat code.
So I mean, when's the EP dropping? Like, because we know there's a lot of singles out. Like, what's good with the EP and the LP? What's the lineup?
Well, I have 2 more songs dropping. That's a part of the EP, but those come with videos, and they're going to be spaced out like week by week. And that's just to like spare time for the mixing of my EP. Honestly, being honest.
Okay.
I'm dropping a video. Should be next week by the name of Booted Up, and then I'm dropping a video by the name of Nasty, which is like a kickoff of the EP, because that song is I feel like that song is going to do really good, because it's like upbeat. I feel like somebody, like the world just needs some dash of good energy, so I feel like they're going to like it. And then I'll be dropping my EP after. Maybe first week of December, second week. I was kind of hesitant on dropping it at the end of the last quarter because all the heavy hitters dropped. I don't want to get drowned out. So,
and your fan base is heavy, so they're gonna rock with you for sure. That I can see. Like just YouTube views in the comments, like you get a lot of love, and it's deserving. So you'll be good.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm so nervous.
I feel you. It's gonna be good. You just got to make sure you keep putting that good energy out there, and just make it happen. Like just in terms of social media, I know a lot of artists, listening to this are on the come up. How were you able to build on social media in a world where there's so many other people out and around, and it's not really competing with them, but to keep your presence up there and the numbers up there? How did you go about that?
I just do my best not to look across the street, stay in my own lane. I don't check up on other artists that's doing the same thing as me. But I get tagged in a lot of stuff because, people love to copy. So I see it, little stuff. But I just keep my composure, and I just stay in my own lane. I don't look across the street. I just stay focused on what I need to do, stay firm on my course.
Yeah, that's why I was like, competition, but no, because...
Yeah, because it's like, I don't really see the girls as competition. I just see them as everybody's lost looking at each other, trying to see what they should do next. And I don't need to look at somebody else to see what I need to do next. That's the difference I feel that separates me from other artists. People be like, oh, you should do this and show your ass more, twerk. I don't feel like I need to do all of that, Yeah. It's gonna come to me with all the hard work I'm putting in and all the passion, blood, sweat, and tears. This is a bigger picture in all this. So stay firm, and I don't look. I don't get swayed, weary.
With social media, I mean, is it easy to kind of tell when people are engaging with you because of the music? Or, do some people get drawn in, they see the pictures, and then it's like, all right, let me check out this music. Can you even kind of tell?
It's a little bit of both. Because at first, nobody even knew I was an artist. They just thought I was an Instagram model. So I had to clean that up a bit. So it's like that right there. I mean, I can't help how I look. So I was just posting pictures and, and people are like, are you the music? I don't take you serious. And I'm like, oh, well.
Who's this new rapper?
Until they, But it's now people are understanding that I'm an artist. People are stapling me as Jourdin Pauline now, and I'm a singer now. That took a lot of work for me to do. I could tell now because I have people coming to me that didn't even know what I looked like. It was I can't believe you look like this. I heard your song on the radio, or my friend plays your song all the time, and I just thought it was an amazing song. So it's little stuff like that. And I have a lot of fans overseas now. So Portugal, Brazil, South Africa. I have, I'm taking over Africa right now. They love me out there. Yes, I get massive DMs. Literally every day. I was
gonna ask that. What's your DMs looking like, sis? Are artists trying to hey, send you a little snowflake in the DMs? What's that looking like?
I don't really even read my DMs like that. I just if you mention me in if you mention me Because I literally have my mom signed in on my Instagram. I have my
Yeah.
other manager signed in. So I was like, whatever. I just post and go.
Girl,
So
There
yeah,
you go.
you have to, especially with you can get so easily distracted with social media. So I don't blame you at all. Post and go.
Now, I mean, just in regards to targeted audience, right? You said you're going global right now. Do you have a certain demographic? Like, who is your intended listener?
through the age 18 and 24. I'm also seeing a lot of little kids listen to me.
Are
But
they
I seen
listening to
like a
Spiral?
9-year-old. Yeah, Spiral. Hey Hi. They love Hey Hi.
Hey,
Yeah,
hi. Okay.
Yeah.
yeah.
Hey, hi, got that vibe.
Yeah. So like on like I see like videos on TikTok of like little kids,
Absolutely,
like
yeah.
Wow.
little
I
Caucasian
heard
kids and
AI
stuff.
on TikTok before I learned about you. Like
Mm.
like a couple months ago, I heard it on TikTok. I'm like,
Oh
okay,
wow.
this is cool.
Hey.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, so that was a nice little come together moment.
Mhm.
But yeah, Hey Hi is definitely the TikTok song.
Thank
I
you.
gotta ask about like the royalties and the monies, right? Because we're talking about all these different platforms. Like on a Spotify, like Spiral's going crazy. Do you see better hits from Hey Hi on a TikTok? And then in regards to that, what's that royalty money like? Is it lucrative being an independent artist? Because that's the conception that everyone has.
It takes a while to come to you. So by the time it comes to me, I forget that it's like, I was like, oh, okay. I should be receiving some stuff from Spiral pretty
Okay.
soon. We're about to hit 1 million on YouTube with that. It's
Nice.
playing on MTV and like BET Jams and stuff. Certain stations are playing it in their ads and stuff. So I should be like receiving royalties from there as well. Honestly, I don't even. My mom calls me and tells me like, "Oh, did you know this amount of people are listening to your songs?" I don't even check up on it, which is
Wow.
crazy to say, because like I just like to. I don't know. I don't like to get wrapped up in it.
Just, because I know, see, you're a girl's girl. There's a lot of Birkin talk and all that stuff. Are there any brands that you're interested in?
I love Vivienne Westwood.
She's a little out the box. I like her.
love vintage. I love vintage clothes, like vintage designer pieces. Like I love vintage stuff, but like a mix, like a little dash of some new in there. But like how I dress out here in LA, like I like a lot of like vintage. I find like leather and like band tees, and like I make my own stuff. I cut it up and like I make my own little denim skirts and stuff.
Oh,
Cause I don't know. I just like finding. I don't know. I'd be like, somebody else got it. I want to make it different or just do my own thing, you know?
you can't help yourself. You always got to get your creative outlets going. I feel you. So, I heard you mention collabs. Any collabs coming about or trying to manifest some? Like,
Yeah. I would love to collab with Prada. I just seen that Yara Shahindi just did a collab with Prada as a young Black woman. That is awesome. I love to do that. I would love to collab with Chanel like how Pharrell did. That was awesome. I would love to collab with everybody. Like Rihanna did Dior. I would love to do that. Like I want to do it all. Whoever want me first, I'm here. Except if you're MCM or Coach, please pass me up. I can't.
I love how Jourdin throws in a little shade here and there. Folks know, like, I'm keeping it all the way real, and I love it. So, in terms of another fashion question, do you see your own fashion line in the future? Because I mean, you got style, sis. So, is that something that can be happening for us as we continue with our journey as an artist?
For sure. Yeah. I literally am working on my merch right now. I'm going to drop really simple but super cute merch. And I'm going to make it unisex for men and for my women. I'm going to have all types of stuff from like little suits, tracksuits, and like shirts. And of course, like, you know, the essentials. I have some condoms, lighters. Yeah, it's a part of my merch. So all that is dropping really soon, 2 weeks. But then after that, I plan on flipping and dropping my own like line of clothes. But one step at a time
you
for
said,
me.
You said condoms, right? And let's be, clear on that. You're very involved with Aware. artists wanting AIDS and HIV related education. Let's talk on that because I mean, at 22 years old, you're in the industry and you're actually doing something to kind of protect yours and your people, right? So let's talk about that. What got you involved with that?
Well, what pretty much got me involved in it is just that a lot of people in the African American community and LGBT community have suffered or is suffering from HIV and AIDS. And a lot of people don't have the money nor resources nor know what to do with living with such a deadly disease that could be cured. But, you know, just like a support group, raising money and awareness for it. Talk to LGBT community, the youth, of how to stay protected. That's why I'm like all about safe sex. Is everyone in our generation today is very lawless, very wild. Let's have 6 girlfriends, 6 boyfriends, and let's just do it and give me the money. And yeah, like fuck her. I had her sex yesterday and I don't want her now. What's the next bitch? Like, no, let's not do that. Let's wrap it up. You know, let's be safe, let's be smart, because we still have to live this life. Right. And though you may not have something to lose, somebody else got something to lose. And I just want to make that more aware. Let's be more aware of what we're doing to our generation. And people thinking that, oh, it's an old disease, no, it's still here.
It's still rampant.
Now it's still crazy because like the STD rate is going like they're creating new stuff. So just pretty much just practicing safe sex and, for my youth and adults to be more smart and have somewhere to talk to and not feel shamed or judged or, bantered for, having something that they can't even control.
I know we're speaking on, just diseases and things like COVID happening and stuff like that. We're literally in a pandemic right now. What has it like for you to be recording and shooting videos? I know you showed the behind the scenes of the Nobody video. What has it like to, still have to do what you have to do as an artist and do it all within all of these restrictions with the pandemic?
This is where being independent comes in. That's kind of cool. Me and my team are able to move on our own time, like even the sets that we create and bring together our team. It's a home-based team. Everybody on set, that's people that I trust that want to bring the vision to life, make the dreams come true. I haven't let this pandemic at all affect me, nor the ones around me, though it's super sad, everything going on. I'm just really more so focused on making myself better, spirit better, soul better, growing more with the Lord, growing more with my craft, growing more with just as an adult, coming into who I want to be. Now my vision is clear on who and what I want to present. And, just like little stuff like that I feel that has helped me. A lot of people has let the pandemic hinder them in a lot of ways, and now our world is changing so quickly in front of our eyes. It's just like we have to literally go back to home base, which is ourselves, and get right internally, because literally we don't know where this is going tomorrow or to next day. But all I know is once we leave this earth, we can't take none of this with us. We gotta face the Lord, and you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of evil out here, so I'm doing a lot of protecting my home ground, the ones I'm with, the ones I love, and just like
absolutely. Absolutely.
Now, I think I want to bring it to the fact that sometimes people confuse art with the person, right? And you giving me like these vibes, like you're a great girl, right? That's the kind of vibes I get from you. I heard you mention boyfriend. You kind of said that like real quick. I think I heard that you got a boyfriend out there. Did he have to throw his money in a spiral at you?
I can't make a song called "Throw the Money in a Spiral" and date a nigga that don't throw money in a spiral. What do I look like as an artist? I can't be leading the people blind. I gotta show them by example. I'm just kidding.
What's the biggest bag someone spent on you before? Like, what was it him? Like, what did he have to drop to kind of make you pay attention?
He dropped a 30 ball on me before my career.
Okay. Ooh, okay. That's real. You said career. That's investment.
I didn't want no bag. I could have got a Birkin. He gave me an option. He was like, "Do you want a G Wagon or do you want a Birkin?" I said,
Wow.
"No, I got to do marketing promotion and push my career."
Sounds like Jordan's off the market though.
It does.
I've been off the market. Like I've been off the market even when I was single. Like
one of the collabs I heard was Bonnie Dollars. You did a joint with Bonnie Dollars. Yo was giving me city girl vibes. Straight city girl vibes. Like to go into that, like how do you just twist off into that?
everybody's just so shocked by that song now, especially like since I hear Spiral and I hear Nobody. Like, okay, let me go listen back to our old stuff. Then I hear that song, they're just like, what's going on? They confused. So that's probably why a lot of people think I'm a rapper too. No, she sent me the song. She actually was like fresh out of jail. And she just sent me the song. And I was like, this is really hard. I really like this. And I ended up writing the verse, and I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna just do it. I'm gonna get on it. And she was like, you gonna sing on it? And I was like, no. I think that song actually just got placed in a TV show. So
okay.
Like I said, like
that's a check.
One song could make like every other song on fire. So like I just know all those songs are gonna go. Like it literally takes one song.
So just to remind the people, when can we look forward to the EP? When can we look forward to, the promo run, and we're going to get the full-blown Jourdin Pauline experience? When can we look forward to that? Do we have an estimated time frame?
I have a lot of preparing to do, just like mixing. I'm a tough cookie. I'm the toughest cookie on myself. So I want to make sure the product I'm putting out is that dope in the 80s and it's moving like crazy. So got to make sure the mixing is right.
That sounds like some dope girl magic there. One of the big things I have a question on just the state of Cali, right? You go north, you got Saweetie doing her thing. You represent LA. What's the vibe like right now with just females in the industry out of LA? Like how strong do you feel being a West Coast representative right now?
I feel pretty strong, but I feel like I represent GT more, but I grew up most of my life in LA, of course, and in the South Central part of LA. Like when we came from Guyana, we went to South Central, Hyde Park and 10th Ave, Slauson, like literally Nipsey, all that. So I grew up in that environment. I'm happy it happened like that because I feel like it made me cool in a sense. Because I'm like, yeah, I'm happy I grew up in a Crip neighborhood.
you verified.
Verified out here. But yeah, I like to represent GT first and then let everybody else know I'm from LA last. But I love LA. That's beautiful. But I don't plan on staying here long. I'm moving back to Guyana.
Yo, with that said, I mean, this been dope. There's a lot of layers to you.
Yeah, a lot of layers. This has been a fun interview. Like, I really appreciate your energy. You're really intelligent and you throw good shade.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
No problem.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. I gotta ask you because I just saw, and there's not no shade out there, but I saw the Fendi Nicki collab. I was looking at it. I picked up some of the pieces in the store, and as a gentleman, I didn't feel like I wanted to throw like a picture of Nicki on me. So, yeah, go talk to it.
No disrespect to my queen. No disrespect to the queen, Nicki Minaj.
Yes,
her Fendi collab was tacky to me. I didn't like it. I hated it. Nicki Minaj is very like a theatrical like person, like. Yes. Like that's what you expect from Nicki Minaj and her brand that she's built from herself. But I feel like a Jourdin Pauline and Fendi collab, it's gonna be different. You'll be like, I can rock this, and I'm gonna give my brother one.
Got it.
So let the people know where they could find you, where they could find your music.
You can find me on Instagram at Jourdin Pauline, Jourdin, Pauline, Pauline. On Instagram and Twitter, and you can go to www.jourdinpauline.com for merch, tour, and exclusive pictures and updates. And stream me. I'm on everywhere.
Remember, when she says exclusive pictures, she doesn't mean OnlyFans, y'all.
No OnlyFans pictures.
But nah, Jourdin, yo, it's been dope having you on the check-in. Blue dope, Jourdin Pauline.